Today we're going to discuss gravity. Gravity, by definition, means the force of attraction that objects exert on each other because of their masses. Now, what the heck does that mean? Well, that means that anything that has mass has gravity, whether it's a flea or an atom or it's something gigantic like the Earth or even bigger like the Sun. The more mass something has, the more force of attraction it has towards it. So everything in the universe that has mass has gravity. So if it has mass, it has gravity, which means a force of attraction towards it. Okay? So all objects that have mass have gravity. Gravity is affected by two factors. Okay? Mass and distance. So the two things that affect the gravitational pull of an object, so how hard that object pulls you towards it, are mass and distance. Okay? So the greater the mass, the greater the force. Okay? So the bigger something is, or the more massive, we should say. It doesn't necessarily have to be bigger. All right? The greater the force. So something could be the same size but have less mass, or take up the same amount of space, same volume. All right, more mass, greater force of attraction, greater gravitational pull. Okay? So the more mass an object has, the stronger its gravitational pull. Now, when we talk about distance, the closer two objects are, the stronger the gravitational pull is. So it's almost like if you want to think of like when you're playing with magnets. All right, if you were playing with magnets when you were younger, you might bring the magnets closer and closer and closer, and all of a sudden they snap together. Well, that's showing that their relationship, their spatial relationship, affects the amount of force of attraction between them. So it's similar in that aspect. But when we talk about objects, A, B, and C, all right, B and A have a stronger gravitational pull based on their distance between each other, since they're closer than A and C do. But there still is a force of gravitational pull between objects A and C. Okay? So the closer two objects are, the stronger the gravitational pull. And the more massive an object is, the stronger the gravitational pull. Okay? So when we say more mass equals stronger gravitational pull, or gravitational attraction. We'll just write pull for here. And closer distance equals stronger gravitational pull. Okay? So the more mass something has, the greater its gravitational force. The more distance something has between it, the smaller its gravitational force. So just remember, the more massive something is, the stronger its gravitational pull. The closer two objects are, the stronger the gravitational pull. Okay? So something that is very massive, two objects that are very massive and very close, have a much stronger gravitational pull towards each other than if the objects were farther apart and less massive. Okay? And that's it for today. If you have any questions about this, please feel free to ask us as we circulate the room while you're working on your task list. The next video is going to discuss gravity on Earth. So Make sure you watch that and take some notes on that. All right? We'll see you soon.